Ho Van Lung, 42, and his 82-year-old father has reportedly shunned contact with the outside world after his wife and mother of 2 children was killed by a landmine. A local newspaper reported that they wore loincloths made of bark and used homemade axes to chop down trees for firewood. They survived on corn they had grown, plus fruits and cassava roots from the jungle. Inside the treehouse home, 5 meters in the air, the pair kept a stash of arrows for hunting and knives for killing animals. But there was a poignant mementos of their previous life. The father kept his soldier's trousers neatly folded in the corner. Besides them was the little red coat of his son was thought to have wearing when they fled. Vietnamese media tracked down another son of Mr. Ho Sr., a man named Ho Van Tree, who said he discovered his father and brother 20 years ago, but had not been able to persuade them to return to modern society. He said he brought more people to see them in the jungle to help them bring them home, but they would hide quickly whenever they saw anyone approaching. The pair were said to be barely able to communicate with outsiders, with Mr. Ho Jr. only knowing a few words of the local dialect of the core and ethnic minority group, while his father had fallen out of the habit of speech. They were discovered by a party of local people who were travelling through the deep forest in Tay Tra district of Quang Nguyen province in central Vietnam. Photos published on a Vietnamese website showed the elderly Mr. Ho being carried out of the forest on a stretcher, surrounded by curious villagers. The Vietnamese district authorities have confirmed that Ho Van Thun once lived a normal life with his family in the commune Tra Cam Hamlet. They suggested he was probably driven by shock when he took his young son and ran into the jungle after the mine explosion wiped out the rest of his family. Now clothing with Larissa.
According to Vietnamese traditional clothing, people in Vietnam wear cotton clothes. Styles differ in northern and southern Vietnam. Many people wear sandals made out of old tire rubber. Many men and women wear Western-styled clothing. Some women still wear the traditional a dua in the most rural areas. Women wear loose white shirts with skirts. Men in rural areas wear Western clothes too. The men Vietnamese typically wear lightweight clothing. Rural women wear loose-fitting dark pants and blouses that are often embroidered in brilliant colours. Connecting nets called non-la shield their faces from the sun. In the cities, many girls and women wear the traditional oi day, a long tunic worn with loose-fitting pants. However, a growing number of urban women wear dresses and shirts. Rural and working class men typically wear simple shirts and trousers. City men generally wear Western-style clothing.
Over to Matt with the sport.
To the sport. Vietnam's best badminton player, New Nguyen Tin Men, received a $200 million Vietnamese dollars bonus on Tuesday for winning the World Championships bronze medal. In other news, the Sydney Football Club will send its young team to participate in the 7th annual Tan Ninh Under-21 International Football Tournament in Vietnam's Ninh Thuan province, October 12 to 20. Vietnam's former best female chess player, Hong Tan Trang, now playing for Hungary, won the European Individual Women's Chess Championship 2013 in Belgrade, Serbia on Saturday local time. The duo Tranthi Thu Ha and Vu Ba Dong won the gold medal in mixed doubles aerobic contest at the 2013 World Games in Cali, Colombia on Saturday. Lee Kuan Yin and Yudon Lee Jok Churong Sun will compete at the 2013 Chess World Cup in Tromsø, Norway. which gets underway August 9th. Vietnam's best striker has signed a 5-month contract to play for Japan's second flight club, Clonsdale Safari, starting this August. Vin leads the top flight V League in scoring this season with 14 goals. Vin said the Japanese club expects him to contribute immediately.
The weather will be rainy during this week. And also, will continue until Monday next week. Over to food with Clarissa.
Vietnamese people use very little oil while cooking. In fact, Vietnamese food is one of the healthiest foods in the world. Vietnamese people are one of the only countries that drink animal blood. Ew. They drink blood from animals we call pets. They also eat all different types of bugs. They also eat spiders, and they freeze them, and then they boil them, and then they eat them and they're all crunchy. And that's the food.
Thank you for watching Vietnam News.